Hey, let's speak about outsourcing and hiring people. It's not easy though, because the thing in the Philippines or the standards there of like what is good is very different than here. So you need to find someone who understands it a little bit. So the more they can understand us, the better they are. Anyway, so how it actually started, I actually found, or I wrote on my Instagram that I'm looking for a video editor. And then one of the first Filipinos I ever met contacted me. And the story is like this. In this year that I changed my life and changed everything, I signed up for a program. I think it cost me 1 or 2K. And in this program, there was an accountability coach kind of. And I found out he spoke a little bit different, or he acted a little bit different. And I was like, hey, where are you from? From the Philippines. And I heard a lot of people are hiring people from the Philippines, or a lot of people I started looking up to. Really interesting. And basically he every day checked in with me. Hey, how is it going? How was, did you do your push-ups? Did you do your, like all the accountability that I had to do? It was a course about changing the habits and becoming like a high performer, entrepreneur, kind of what Elon Musk does and all those things. So he checked in with me. We had a little bit of a relationship. It was interesting. We spoke a little bit. I followed him on Instagram. I was just really curious about the whole thing because I was really afraid of hiring. I didn't know how it works. Was it legal? Is it legal? How do you pay them? How is anyone happy with getting $5 an hour, or sometimes even $2 an hour, or 10? So we spoke a little bit, and then he told me, hey, I'm actually coming to the Netherlands, to the same city I was living at. And we decided we are going to drink a coffee together. So let me see if I can find a photo. Yeah, this is us sitting in a coffee, drinking together. Coffee. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how exactly he was there because it's an expensive country for him. So something with his brother lived there, and something like that. So yeah, some of them have families in the Netherlands or in America. Like they try to go into the West. They're quite fan of the West because they see a lot of movies about this. This is one of the reasons they love working for someone in the West, like here, us. They see like our lifestyle and all those things, and we're like the stars in some ways for them. So that's one reason they love working for us, but also like transportation. Usually if they work for a normal job, they need to go to the office, then they need to transport themselves an hour or two in terrible transportation they have there, and then they cannot be with their families. They have really like a lot of family culture there, which is really interesting. They love, like they live with their family or with their parents, or it's different culture a little bit. What I noticed also is they get much more often emergencies from family. So when grandma is going to the hospital or someone from the family, a whole family comes. Anyway, different culture. So I spoke with him. I asked him like, how does it work? All those things. And he helped me build a little bit of this confidence of actually going to hire someone from the Philippines and working for someone else. And then at the beginning, I was like, this is so overwhelming. Like there's like at the beginning, like with Fiverr and other places, you can hire from the whole world. Only biggest problems with people in the Philippines is they don't like conflict. They try to avoid conflict. And their way of avoiding conflict is just shutting down and ignoring it, which basically means that they ghost you. If they feel like it's not a match or something like that, they just stop replying. Sometimes I had it with people I paid. I needed a video done or like stuff like that. I was quite counting on them. And then because maybe I was too harsh or it was too demanding or the couple was too demanding or stuff like that, they just shut down and they disappeared. So that is the only worst thing that can happen with people from the Philippines. But other than that, the culture is amazing. You can trust them with everything. They will never steal from you, or I mean, it never really happens. They're very loyal. They're not looking always for other jobs. I'll tell you about what's my situation right now. I have one video editor that's been with me for a whole year now. And he has changed my life. He's been doing all my reels, editing everything. Our deal is like this. I pay him $5 a reel and I want 2 reels a day. Now, I want to make him happy. He wants to make me happy. So at the weekends, he doesn't want to work too much. So it's 1 reel the days of the weekend. But every day it's 2 videos. So I pay him basically $10 a day and he does 2 reels. He comes up with ideas. He does research on TikTok and Instagram about what goes viral and what those things. We basically have a whole Google Drive with all my photos and videos and everything that I have basically that he needs. We have it there and he can find everything really easily. The amazing thing is that he actually researches other jokes on TikTok or other things, and he makes reels for me without me needing to ask anything, without me needing to do anything. The only thing I do is I give him sometimes feedback if I think it doesn't align with my values, with my brand. Like sometimes he does funny voiceover, like childish voiceovers. So I had to tell him lately, it's not really my kind of style, not really my brand. And he learns from it and adjusts and makes it better. So he's he's really amazing. I'm now looking for another video editor like this. He actually never really he's never looking for anything else. I mean, he's just amazing. I asked him a few times if he can hire people under him because I want him to be the head of everyone, of other video editors. So he can just have all the projects, tell everyone what to do, manage it, make sure I like it, and then send it to me. He uploads 2 videos to the Google Drive. So I don't need to speak even. He just says, he sent me a message, hey, 2 videos are uploaded, and then I can just look at them and see if I want to post. I reply to him with thank you very much, or salamat, which is thank you in Filipino, and they love it when you learn Filipino. I remember every time I said salamat to someone from the Philippines, they're like, whoa, really cute. Yeah, but ideally I want him to be hire video editors under him. I can pay him a little bit more, and then I don't need to spend my time anymore looking for new video editors and making sure everything is good and working and that I like it. The only problem with him is that he doesn't have too much time. He has only 2 hours a day, so this is why he cannot do that. But this would be an ideal situation. Right now, I also hired kind of a marketing manager, personal assistant. So it's someone who basically looks at everything I do, helps with the copywriting. Every time I have a problem or I'm thinking, I want more reels like this, I can reach out to her. She's helping me now. She asked me to pay for ChatGPT Plus, and then she's going to make sure it's on my brand, and ChatGPT knows exactly who I am and it speaks in my brand, and it will be much more easier for all of the team to use ChatGPT, basically. That is one thing which can be really amazing. And then she's amazing actually because she hired someone under her, like a friend or something like that, who will be her assistant. Yeah, sometimes we do tasks, or I need tasks to be done that's anyone can do, or other things. So she found another personal assistant for her and for me to help us with other projects. And even she found a thumbnail artist, like a YouTube thumbnail artist who makes all the designs. I sent her what I like, and then she basically manages everything. I pay her and she pays the rest. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of really interesting structure. We'll see how it works, but this is just the beginning for now. She couldn't find any video editor, sadly, so I'm still looking for one. It's a tough one, finding a video editor, to be honest. A good one who understands it. And I'm also a tough client, to be honest, because I know what goes viral and what doesn't, and I have standards. So what I basically do, I usually don't go on phone calls with them too often. Like at the beginning I did. Usually with video editors, I just want to see what they can do, what their skills are, if they understand what will go viral. Because most video editors, they focus on, the sound effects, all the fancy stuff, which distracts from the point. And we want to know what goes viral, and we want to focus on just what goes viral. It doesn't need to be so complicated. It's just simple. This is interesting. Let's show this. This is interesting later, and all those things. I usually like to focus on make it really interesting, the sound really interesting. So it could be really interesting voiceover. Like if it's like a long video and they cut part of it. So what is the most interesting thing in the video? We can use ChatGPT or just listen to it and then put that up front and then show something interesting visually. Looking at my face is not so interesting. Ideally, if you can see someone editing a video right now, that will be more interesting and showing exactly what we're speaking about. So if they know how to do both of them good, then it's interesting. Now, the more they know how to get results, the more expensive they will be, I think. Because the more people want them, right? So it's, or you go for someone a little bit cheaper and then you teach them and you check, or you pay a little bit more and then you have someone who is helping you good. So that is it. Let me know if you have any questions.